Hi, I'm Amy Finley, and this is Across the Fence. It's back! The Champlain Valley Fair. They don't call it the 10 best days of summer for nothing. The fair begins today, August 22nd. Come for the food, rides, and games. Stay for the entertainment, competition, and agricultural education. Joining me for some fair talk is the Champlain Valley Exposition's Executive Director, Tim Shea. When do you open the gates and start frying the dough?
Friday, August 22nd at 12 noon will be the first day of the fair.
Okay, so visitors to the fair don't have to wait to get their tickets. There's an app for that. There's an app for everything these days. There's an app for the fair now. Tell us what people can use the Champlain Valley Fair app for. Almost anything.
Like you said, buying tickets, our schedule's on there for our agricultural competitions, certainly our entertainment, the culinary competitions, the rides that will be there, the food that we talked about. So almost everything you need to know about the Champlain Valley Fair is on our app as well as our website.
Well, that's great. So it's like a one-stop shop.
It is, and when, like an app, what's nice about it too, we can update it throughout the fair, so if something changes, new events coming online, we can update the app accordingly.
Do you have like updated time? Is it like a Disneyland Fast Pass where I can get like a new spot in the line for my creamy?
We don't quite do that, but maybe it's an idea to look at.
Okay, well that's good. Well, from one legacy program to another, this is astonishing to me. So the Champlain Valley Fair is 103 years old.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. It started in 1922. How has the fair changed over those 103 years, and what stayed the same?
I think agriculture is still the core of our fair and so many fairs throughout the state of Vermont. Agriculture in Vermont has changed significantly over 100 years, so that's been modified a bit. But you still see the traditional fair exhibits in the agriculture department, but also we've added on a home brew competition to reflect more current times.
Well, for many fairgoers, it's a tradition. Can you even say you went to the fair if you didn't get a maple donut, milkshake, or creamy? A few years ago, Keith Silva talked with some of the people behind the scenes who make this annual tradition both educational and sweet.
If you're craving a creamy or cotton candy, or maybe you're down for a donut, then the Maple Sugar House at the Champlain Valley Fair has what you need.
You know, your maple staples.
Mike Gilmet has been working at the Sugar House as a volunteer for decades.
We got involved. We volunteered just like everybody else, and I was a young guy, so I said sure, and I never left, right?
In addition to serving the sweetest treats at the fair, the mission of the Sugar House is promotion and education of Vermont's signature crop.
All of our proceeds go to research. All the research is benefited by every maple producer right in the state or even in the United States.
A majority of the research is conducted at the UVM Proctor Maple Research Center in Underhill. This 200-acre facility is a laboratory where the latest techniques for sap collection and boiling are developed alongside implementing the best management practices to promote healthy and sustainable forests. Brendan Haynes works with researchers at the Proctor Maple Research Center, like Abby Vandenberg, to test and refine the latest practices that improve syrup production. But when the season is over and Brendan has pulled his last tap, he volunteers at the Sugar House and talks with visitors about what it takes to make pure Vermont maple syrup.
Oh God, I love it. Today I'm here at the Sugar House, primarily handing out samples of syrup that we have to interested people that come over and want to have a chance to try out maple, whether they're familiar with the different grades or if they just want an opportunity to try some infused syrup. I think it's important that UVM is here. We're here to share what we know about increasing sap yields through different techniques that have been changing through the years. It's been a lot has changed.
Like Haynes, Gilmet knows chatting up visitors to the Sugar House during Fair Week might make a difference the next time they're at the grocery store.
To kind of get an idea of what's good, better, best, and then they go home and they remember this. So when they're looking for syrup at the market, they know, they have a better idea what they're trying to get or what they want to get.
Funding the future of maple research, one bag of cotton candy and one creamy at a time.
Okay, so Tim, what is your go-to treat at the fair? And you don't have to say maple.
Maple is a big part of the fair, and I make my way through there on a regular basis during the fair. The deep fried taco is pretty unique. and
Ooh,
you
I'm
only
a
get
San Diegan.
Yeah, you only get a chance to have it at the Champlain Valley Fair.
Okay.
It's well worth it, and so stop by if you can.
I should say I'm a Vermonter.
Yes.
I'm from San Diego. Tacos, you're speaking my language. Deep fried taco, I might have to try that.
It's worth it.
All right, so going to the fair with your family is not necessarily like a cheap date, but I know that there's some discount days to help bring the price tag down. Tell us a little bit about those discount days.
Certainly, opening day is Kids Day, so reduced price for kids. Wednesday is a great deal. Our carload special, $99 gets everyone in the car a ride bracelet, admission, and parking. So deep discount.
Yeah.
Thursday, bring 2 cans of food, get in for free from 12 to 2. Another 2 cans, get you a discount on ride bracelet. Midweek after 5 p.m. is $10. So again, go to the website, go to our app. Those specials are all outlined there.
That's another great plug for the app. I'm definitely going to make sure that I stay on top of everything there. All right, so beyond the midway, the entertainment, and the food, one of the real highlights, and I know it's something that is really special to you, is the Agricultural Hall of Fame ceremony that takes place each year. Can you tell us a little bit about that ceremony?
Yeah, 20 plus years now of the Agricultural Hall of Fame occurring, the inductees being at the fair, a nice luncheon on Wednesday, 12 noon, and on over 100 inductees over the 20 years, and it's a really special part of the fair. There's lifetime achievement, but also a few years ago we had a new category, so we have Ag Innovators. So it's a mix of folks that have made tremendous contributions to the industry over a long period of time, as well as those, maybe a shorter period of time, but have made significant impact as well.
Yeah, you mentioned, I think this is like some of these new farmers.
Correct.
Younger farmers. Wonderful. Okay. Well, very big deal for Across the Fence, because this year, Across the Fence is also going to be inducted into the Ag Hall of Fame, which is a tremendous honor. You don't usually induct things. It's mostly people. Why make the exception for fence?
No, great question. And the suggestion came up, and the committee that vets the nominees did not want to change the integrity of the process. It's so thorough, but Across the Fence is so unique and has such a long impact on Vermont's agricultural community. They identified them as a special inductee because of the uniqueness and the impact that it's had on the state of Vermont.
I have to say, it's a real tremendous honor. We recently even received a communication from our Congresswoman, Becca Balint, from her office, acknowledging our induction into the Hall of Fame. It's a very, very big deal for us here at the show. We're really, really pleased. So thinking also about the fair. So visitors don't have to just go to the fair. They can also participate in the fair. I've always wanted to enter the pie contest. I haven't done it yet. But can you talk to us a little bit about these different ways that people can get involved in the fair themselves?
By all means, our garden centers, you have fruits and vegetable competitions. We have competitions, like you said, pies. Our culinary department has baking competitions. And again, all that information is on our website and the app, how to participate in that. But then there's also volunteer opportunities at the fair. We cannot do what we do without the volunteers we have, the superintendents that run our different departments and divisions to the fair. It takes a lot of people to pull it off.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about those volunteers?
Yeah, they like our superintendents and the volunteers. It's really a year-round project for them to get ready for the 10 best days of summer. We had a big kickoff meeting earlier this week to get everybody psyched up and go over information about the fair, public safety, and things along those lines. When you bring 120,000 people through the gates over 10 days, you need to be prepared, and that's what we're doing right now.
Okay, I know something else you're getting prepared for, and that is all the musical acts that are going to be coming. Who is coming to the fair this year?
A big lineup, and we try to do each year is bring a different genre to attract as many people as we can. Comedy, country, rock, a good lineup this year.
Okay, can you tell us about any of those?
Yeah, opening night,
acts?
38 Special and Loverboy.
Okay.
And then we have Brantley Gilbert, a big country singer. Then we go into our motorsports and some local talent, and then we head into the weekend with Fluffy Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian, Dustin Lynch, country singer, on Saturday night, and then we close out with Lil Jon on Sunday night, the last Sunday of the fair.
Okay, finishing strong with Lil Jon.
We are.
Okay, there's also a few grandstand shows for the motorheads. You've got the Demolition Derby, of course, the Figure 8 race, and then I want you have to tell me a little bit about this. A night of fire and destruction.
Yes, Monster Truck Show, one of our most popular motorsports show on Sunday.
Okay. What is it?
Oh, it's just big. You've seen the big trucks, the big tires.
Yeah.
They jump over each other.
Okay.
They jump over trucks and vehicles.
Okay.
It's a great show, and you cannot see in Vermont anywhere but the Champlain Valley Fair.
Okay, well that sounds definitely like something that is a do not miss. Are plans already underway for the 2026 fair?
They are. In fact, we have a band confirmed. We can't announce it yet for the 2026 fair, and we have another offer in for a second band to perform in the 2026 fair. So it's an ongoing process.
Ongoing process, okay. Agriculture is the heart of the fair. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the agricultural highlights? The role of agriculture at the fair.
Yeah, I think oftentimes it's area youth's only time to really see Vermont's agriculture firsthand, up close, talking to our superintendents, talking to our volunteers that may not get exposed to Vermont's agricultural community if not for the Champlain Valley Fair. Mm-hmm. So, walking through the cattle barn, asking questions of the superintendents, the volunteers, if you're not familiar with that, the same thing with our poultry department, sheep. You can learn a lot outside of the midway in the games and all the excitement of the fair.
Absolutely. It's actually always one of my favorite parts of the fair. I have to spend a lot of time in the ag barns seeing as many of the animals as I possibly can. Chickens. I'm always fascinated by the chickens.
Yeah. And our volunteers and superintendents are so passionate, and they love telling the story of their animals.
I love that. Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you, Tim, for coming and spending time with us today on Across the Fence. And again, thank you also, too, to the Champlain Valley Fair for the tremendous honor being bestowed on Across the Fence this year. We're all going to be at that luncheon kind of rooting for Across the Fence. It's a really big deal for all of us here. Thank you, Vermont, and thank you for learning and exploring with me today. And thanks to the team that makes Across the Fence possible. I'm Amy Finley. This is Across the Fence. Come back and let's learn and explore together again tomorrow.